Welcome back to Beyond the Message, where each week we take a deeper dive into the Sunday sermon, and we are in the middle of love languages.
Yes.
We've both been looking forward to it. I know you and I both, Bob, have read the book years ago, and so I'm so glad that we're making the circle back to it. And this week was Words of Affirmation, where I think the real principle is, hey, love notices. And the part that I loved as Pastor was addressing it is sometimes it's a spoken word, sometimes it's a written word. So as you think about words of affirmation, what immediately comes to mind?
That this is my love language. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yes.
And so this makes it easy for me.
Okay, so is this the way you give, or is this the way you receive, or both?
So it is the way I receive,
Okay.
but it's naturally because of that. That's the first way I want to tell people. I want to, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate this about, I want to do that. So I have to stop and think, is this the way John receives?
Yes.
Is this the way Shirley receives? So I have to stop and think about it.
This is the way for sure I give. Part of this is a little sometimes harder for me to receive, although I do enjoy it. So that's where we are.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. We've talked about how this is not just a marriage series.
That's
this is love all people. I mean, this fits right into who we are. Just love all people of all ages all the time.
Yes.
I mean, we are to be loving everyone and trying to do this. But like we did last week, let's start out, since we're both married. Let's start with our spouses. If your spouse feels most love through words of affirmation, encouraging words, what are some practical ways you can intentionally communicate this love to them?
Okay. With this being as my primary way that I give, I'll give you the example that I've relied on for the last 24 years. So Jamie and I just celebrated our 24th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
And thank you. Sundays have always been, I'm at the church way early, long before she's ever awake. Years ago, I started a practice where every Sunday she would get a card. And then cards went up in price. So we switched, and she said, it's not about the card, but it's about the words. So every Sunday she gets an email from me where I get a chance to, sometimes there's just a couple sentences, but it's a way to celebrate, whether it's the last week, things that I've seen, things that I celebrate in her, things that I want to affirm, things that I just need her to say, just so you know, I noticed this about you. And I can count on, in 24 years, in two hands, the number of Sundays that I've missed. And that's for me. That's just one of those things. It's our rhythm. And that's all right. But I've learned this is a great way for me to be very mindful to every week speak words of life into her. And it's become a very meaningful thing for our lives. But before we move on to the next part, since this is your gift, how do you deal with it as it relates to your spouse? Or
I like that you said what you said there. It's our rhythm. I think when you're dealing with your spouse, find your rhythm. This isn't my wife's, but she knows it is mine. And so, like, I'll go on a trip, and I'll open up. I have a place where when I'm flying, I put my headphones. So this way I can find them and listen to something on the plane. And I'll open up, and there'll be a Post-it note, 2 or 3 from her, and maybe one from William, one from both of them, and just little notes. Then I'll open up my suitcase, and they put little notes in there just to remind me. And that's a rhythm that we found. They don't do it every time, but like, we just took a vacation a few weeks ago, and I found all past notes that I've been keeping over the years. There's a place I keep them in my backpack. And so for us, it is that. And with her, she knows since it's mine, I am going to do acts of service for her. I'm going to help her.
Sure.
But it is a matter of, hey, I need to love you the way that I'm loved, because this is showing from my heart. This is what I feel is important. So it is balancing that out.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's change it. So how can you intentionally communicate love through encouraging words to a family, a friend, a coworker, someone who's not your spouse.
Yeah. I think it's a lot easier with family and real close friends that you've built a relationship over the years.
Mhm.
When it's coworkers, like here, I lead a team of the connections pastors, and every one of them has a different love language. Everyone has a different voice. Everyone has a different personality. I mean, it's all of it is different. And
It's
so
true.
it's learning to, how can I affirm them in a way and let them know, hey, this may not be your love language, but I want to affirm you, with words of affirmation. I want you to know the things I see in you. So some of the things that I do is um, qualities that you see in them that they may never hear about. Like,
good.
like the creative team.
Yeah.
We're the ones recording this, but there's a whole host of people who help us, who edit the videos and do all this stuff. And I get the email each week, hey, here's the video for the week. We're going to put on the app. You can send to the group leaders and all this. And I always say, hey, thank you. I appreciate you do such good work. I appreciate you making us look good. With a face like this,
Hey.
they do a lot,
It's called magic.
Yes. So encouraging someone in qualities that you see in them
Yeah.
that they may not see in themselves. It's things that they do naturally that they don't really see. Remembering something important in someone's life that's happening and then asking them about it days or weeks later.
That's really good.
So this way you remember.
Yeah.
I know that here coming up in a few weeks, someone on my team is going to have their 1-year anniversary, and I'm already geared up for it.
Mhm.
So I'm making sure, hey, what are you going to do for that? How are you going to recognize it? Because they have done a fantastic job their first year. And I've made a list of things. Hey, when you first started, there was this, this, and this. And now here's how you've overcome these things, and look at where you are. So encourage them something you've seen that was either a victory for them or, affirm the things you're seeing them. And then a third one is notice people who usually serve quietly and thank them personally. The number of people at church, man, our saints here at the church. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got some faithful members. They serve in the background. They're changing diapers every week.
Yep.
They're at the doors every week, and you don't always think to thank those people. And so I try to go around to doors, whatever campus I'm at, and try to see people and say, hey, thanks for serving here. Or, hey, it's good to see you. And just, they say, welcome everyone. I try to stop and talk to them
Yes.
and make an effort with those that are in my life. How can I affirm them with words, whether it's their love language or not? I want to become a person who is affirming.
Yes. And whether it's personally thanking them or writing it,
Mhm.
sending, we all have our opinions of the USPS and where things are. There is still something significant about receiving something in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's a card, something that a birthday card, or just because, hey, you were on my mind, so I prayed for you today.
Yes. Yes.
Those things, let's not overlook, because even as Scripture would attest, it would remind us that there is life and death in the power of the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And so where are our words bringing life, or are they bringing death? Are they bringing hope, or are they bringing defeat? And may we be a people that really love well by stewarding this love language really well. And so we've provided for you not just questions, but a challenge. And our hope, our challenge to you is try it. You don't have to do all of them. Try one of them and see how you can help bring out this language just by noticing someone else, because we are praying God's richest blessing on you as you do.